Okay, today's outfit of the day brought to you by the company's incredibly boring, over 100 degrees, and really, really humid. Alright, so I've got my normal earrings in that you guys have seen before. Hair's up in a little bret because it's 9,000 degrees outside. Boring blue heathered tank top by Hanes. Regular old pair of jean shorts. And the glitter flip-flops you guys have seen before. My toe ring that you've seen before. Same rings I wear all the time. The same bracelets I wear all the time. And I think this is new for you guys. This is a ring by Avon. This is an opal ring with crystals, whatever, on the side. I wish I would focus because it's really pretty. Here, you can see. So, that's it. Sorry, incredibly boring, but it's really hot. We're under heat warnings and all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's so humid here. People think it's humid in Florida. No. Come to Ohio when it gets real hot. You'll experience humidity. I could basically take a shower outside without doing anything. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, you'll blow dry your hair and then it literally will become wet as if you just stepped out of the shower, just took your hair down from a towel. You'll be like that. So, good times. Okay, so this is day 8 of Shannon being sick. And so I'm not really going to do an outfit of the day today because, along with being sick and being on my 8th day of having a fever and all of that, it's also that time of the month and it's the heaviest day. And so I'm adding those two together, which equals out to not really giving a crap about what you have on. Today's just one of those days where I could care less if I even match. I do technically match, but it's totally by accident. I literally just grabbed two things that were lying near me that go on specific body parts and put them on. So, you know, it's one of those days. I will show you though my peridot ring. I don't think you guys have seen it before. I got it for less than $5 at Kohl's. It's real peridot. It was marked way down. It was a total score. And it's mixed metals. And I really like it. It was my grandfather's birthstone. And I like to wear the birthstones of my family members. I always wear the birthstone of my niece, and I kind of rotate through the birthstones of family members that have passed. mainly grandparents, because I have a few younger family members that have passed, but for the most part, I've specifically acquired jewelry to go with grandparents' birth dates if I didn't have it already. So that's why I got this one. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go to the bookstore and try to read and see if I can finish this book that I've been reading for forever, that I think I told you guys about, the Steve Harvey book. I may do a little light shopping. I'm starting to think about the holiday season coming up. I mean, I know it's still really far away, but I like to shop all year long because it's so much more financially responsible to do it that way. And I feel like I get things that I'm happier with that way. So I just like to plan ahead, because a lot of people put themselves in financial trouble because they wait until the last minute and then they try to use entire paychecks to buy, Christmas or holiday gifts, and then they don't have any money to eat off of or put gas in the car or pay the rent, and so they do check into cash places, or they put everything on a credit card, and all that stuff starts to downward spiral. So I just avoid that altogether, and I try to really bargain shop all year long and really find things that I like and just plain old plan ahead. So anyway, the whole point to that was that the holiday season will be here before we know it, and that means holiday parties and get-togethers and dinners at people's houses and that kind of stuff. And so I'm starting to think about appropriate hostess gifts, and starting to kind of put those together. I really like to have stuff kind of set aside already ready to go. And so, like, if somebody last minute calls you up and says, hey, I made a pork roast, would you like to come over for dinner? I know it's last minute, but we'd love to have you. You've already got something ready. You can just grab and go. And that way, too, if you have somebody that gives you a holiday gift, like maybe a Christmas gift, that you weren't expecting to give you a gift, how that happens, and you're like, oh, crap, I don't have anything for you. I would never have thought that you would get me a gift. One of those situations, well, you have a gift, and you don't have to tell them that you already had it kind of prepared. It's just a nice gift, and they will appreciate it, and you just have to give it to them, with generosity in your heart, knowing that it's something that you love, and knowing that you're sharing something with them that you love, and you hope that they will love it too. So anyway, I kind of like to always have this kind of stuff just sitting around already ready to go. And I do like for it to be things that I love, because that way it's not just some generic gift that doesn't mean anything, and that sort of thing. It does mean something. So anyway, I'm starting to think about that, and I'm going to start to go out and get some ideas and pick up little things. I like to make them pretty. I might make gift baskets, or sometimes it's food, baskets. I wouldn't buy the food yet unless it's something that has a shelf life of forever, but I might find the baskets now, or I might buy the wrapping now. I like to wrap things in doilies, smaller things. I like to find, ribbons and things that I think are really pretty, and just that sort of thing. So I'm starting to just think about ideas for that sort of gift, and I'm just going to start going out and seeing what's out there, and just start really thinking about it. I don't know that I'll buy anything yet, but I'm just going to kind of start thinking about it, see what I can come up with. I like to find small little jewelry boxes inexpensively, because maybe I want to give somebody a pair of earrings but I don't just want to give them the earrings in the plain box from the store. I want to make it pretty, so maybe I put the earrings in a nice little jewelry box, and then I wrap the jewelry box in tulle or in cellophane or in a very beautiful doily, and tie it up with really nice ribbons, and something that only cost you, under $5 altogether can be a really beautiful, heartfelt gift that you really put thought and time into. So, anyway, you get the idea. As far as the sickness goes, yeah. If anybody knows what's going around that gives you a fever for 8+ days in a row, and you feel terrible, you have like all the symptoms of having a really bad cold, but they're not to the extreme of a really bad cold, but it doesn't matter because you still feel equally as bad as if you had a really bad cold. If you know what that is and can let me know, I'd appreciate it, because that's what I have, and it's annoying and it's draining me. And if anybody else, does anybody else only get sick leading up to that time of the month? Because that's the only time I ever get sick. I got sick last week, which is the week leading up to that time of the month. That's the only time I ever get sick, and I don't get sick that often. So what's that about? Does anybody know why that works that way? Because if maybe I'm, anemic or something that week, or I don't know, if there's something that I could plan ahead of time to correct, hormone-wise or what have you, I would do it with vitamins or something. So if you know what causes that, and if I'm low on some kind of vitamin or mineral in my system during that week because of the changes that are happening and are about to happen, and I can fix it by taking something, and you know what that something is, let me know, because I'll do it. Thanks.